Okay.
Hello, my name is Neel. I'm in 10th grade and I go to Parkway Central High School. Today I have a question about rewarding improvement, mistakes, and punishment. And my first question is according to your religion, when people do things which hurt others, is the harm and or the repair purely between the people involved, or are the people accountable to God slash the universe in some way? And then part B just asks for my opinion on the matter. So, when it comes to just religiously what's expected of you, it's actually more towards the person, because God wants you to better yourself by like helping the other person, like helping resolve whatever you did to that person or fix your wrong. Uh, it's not necessarily out of the hope to please God in any sort of way. It should just be expected that you should just be nice to other people, and if you do make some sort of mistake, that you should try to fix it between them. And in my opinion, that makes sense. Like your duty should be to the person, like to help the person and not appease whatever higher being or person there is in that scenario. So I just think it's more necessary that the person that you wronged feels like whatever happened has been fixed between you guys, and that everything is basically cool. And then the second part is what concepts slash rituals exist in your own religion, which are designed to motivate you to do better as a human being. What are your experiences with them? So when it comes to rituals, I wouldn't say there's a specific one necessarily just to better yourself. They're usually held based off of concepts in like terms of celebration or preparation for something, but conceptually we have something called dharma, and forgive me if I butcher this, and it's similar to your concept of mitzvot, like the obligations of doing good deeds that push people to be kind. So dharma is just what we have to fulfill. It's our duty to ourselves, others, and to God for we should do. We should always be have our integrity. We should always do what is right, no matter hard or easy. So I think my own personal experience with Dharma is just how anybody else has ever been raised, like ever. As long as you're raised to do the right thing, people are usually instilled with the right values from a young age, and they should go about being ethical and being kind to everyone based off of those values that their parents or whomever instilled with them. And there's another question given about how class that you guys learned about karma, the reward and punishment system, and moksha, which is the release from the cycle of reincarnation. The question is the release from the cycle of death and rebirth the end goal for everybody? Religiously, yeah, that's what it says. Since moksha is the release and that lets you return back to God, that's what people aspire to do. But to achieve moksha, you have to be very pious and very giving in your case. So you should do things out of helping people, but not for fame and glory. You should do things that help people in the first place, and don't stem from your own greed. So you should always be charitable, and you should always be helping and kind to anyone you can be. And then, so basically, it's be as good of a person as you can possibly be, and concept being that much better gets you that much closer to God. And then there's a sub question about while the sub caste system is illegal, does it still have any effects on you or people you know, and if so, how? Caste system, in my experience, does not affect anyone in any way, shape, or form, especially since we live in America, which culturally does not revolve around Hinduism. But in India, it's not very prominent. The caste system, many people associate the Vedas as the holy text of Hinduism, but a lot don't learn about the Bhagavad Gita in world history class or something. But the Bhagavad Gita is usually what it defines your values and what you should do and why you should do it. So that in no way it addresses any sort of discrimination based on just your occupation or your birth or gender, just anything. So most people will follow that, and that means that the caste system isn't really prominent and no one takes it anymore, because that would actually contrast what most Hindus now believe. So, and I just have a question for you. Will you, like, if someone chooses to, like, do something that shows, like, more, like, formality in the religion, like, if someone chooses to wear a yarmulke, rather, would you choose to uphold the values of Judaism, like the practices and, like, how to be good to other people? Or do you believe that doing those things, like wearing a yarmulke, actually adds to you being a better person? Well, that's really it. Thank you.